So we got the tape measure on. What we're looking at here, it's upside down, that's 10 foot or 3 metres and a bit. So 10 foot wide garage door, garage, shed as I prefer to call it. And how long is that? 28 foot, 24 foot, 24 foot by 10 foot. And yet, if we go inside, it's almost stacked to the ceiling. We've got 18 inches, 2 foot in places, literally 2 foot in places, walkway. Well, good morning everyone off YouTube. My name's Ian. Welcome to my place, my shed, my shithole, my garage, whatever you want to call it, my nemesis. Weather's taking for a turn. Court time. Day 7. You're going to say, well, what happened to 5 and 6? Well, day 5. I went to the old anvil yard, get out of the wind. I think it's James from the shed shop said, I've got all this to tattle. Now, some of it, like that leaf blower, could be easily sorted. Other of it, as you've just seen, is just I don't know, crap, shit, needs sorting. But I think it was James that said, strip what you can, get it out, get it to the scrapyard. That's the only way it's going to go. So that's what I did Thursday, day 5. So I couldn't get any more in the car. All the aluminium, stainless steel, iron, household wire and singles wire all went. Not a big payday, but it made space. Couldn't get any more in the car. Loaded the car up Monday night with all the rubbish. I couldn't get any more in the car, and that went to the tip on my way home from work. So you'd think, having removed 2, 3, possibly 4 cubic meters of space of stuff, I would have 3 to 4 cubic meters of space in here. I mean, I've not. I can only assume that everything's like this, and then when I take everything out, it goes, because expands and fills the space that I created. Anyway, not get downhearted, just keep at it. I'm a little bit buoyed because I'm a little bit late this morning. It's 10 o'clock. I did say I was going to start at it really early. I was watching Everyday Solace his last night's stream on clearing a shed, and I could fully empathise. Yeah. I think I should have retired last year. Never mind. Anyway, I'm going to keep going. So, what happened to 5 and 6? 5, I told you. 6. Well, 6, I got a load of industrial switch units in and cabling. So I had to spend all day doing that. Although I did have a little bit of help. I'm not sure she was much help. Everything I took out the boxes, she picked up and put back in the box. You'll get introduced to her soon, when she can hold an hammer. Anyway, carry on. Yeah, so we got all this, we emptied the switch gear. It's mainly just big boxes, but look at that for a capacitor. Tell you what, there's big uns and there's big uns, and I've got a big un in my hand. Should I lick the terminals? No, don't Ian. All nickel plated copper. Big chunky brass bits. Switch plate underneath. But it's got to be dealt with. And I've still got to talk to you about that and all this yellow cable. I'll do that in a quick video next. Right. Where the magic happens. There's been a little bit of rearranging. I think you remember I was pulling stuff out from behind. There was a big blue box on top of there full of tools. That was emptied, stored away. My aim is to get at these 2 big boxes, get those stripped. To do that, I've got to strip. There's no point moving it. Strip that, strip that, strip that. Got to finish stripping this plastic coated cable. It's terrible to strip. It really is. I've done quite a bit of it. Well, quite a lot of it. Tried the wire stripper. Nope, it just deforms it. I've tried the usual trick. If you cut an end off, break it and pull it through. That's not working. So it's manually score it all the way along. I haven't tried only doing short pieces. It's not that hard to cut with this. I've got a bit of a stone here. I just give a quick sharp. As soon as it gets blunt, quick sharp, carry on. Right. Sometimes you look and you think, where do you start? Well, I do. I start here. Start clearing. Get rid of that. Get rid of that today. This will uncover these. Get rid of that. 2 big chunks gone. Once I get it then. Probably the next weekend. Wind the walkway. Well, I thought I might as well show you the struggle is real. So, thick plastic coated, not aluminium lined. I am applying a fair bit of pressure here. There we go. Even when it's been split, it's hard to pull apart. It's hard plastic. We're after that copper coated earthing lead in between. But you can pull it out. I mean, it's you know, I made that look easy, but there's a lot of pressure. that. Our nickel plated copper, so it's like corrosion resistant. This is why they use it. This is pretty easy to strip. Use my block so I can have my hand lower than the level of the block, so I can just do that. It possibly would go through the wire stripper, but it's so easy with a knife. I can have it done without quicker than setting up the wire stripper. But it goes in my heavy iron tub, that'll be stripped later. But what would happen if, that's one method. The other method is basically kind of score it, bend it back and forth to break it. You should be able to pull that off in the bin. Cut it off at a shorter length, so there. I have squashed the ends in, so you need to round that off again. Some pliers. Try and pull that earthing strap out. Once that's out, there should be room to pull these out. Then you've got to decide which is the easiest method. Only problem is you've got short lengths like that. Then, well, it would sound daft this then. You've got more stripping to do. It's the same length, isn't it? There's a long piece. All that has got to be stripped, so how many times you strip it? Well, I think what I'm trying to say here is it's this peeling off bit at the end. If it's a long length, you only have to do it once. If it's lots of little lengths, you have to do it more than once. And if it's time's money, then I don't know. Cracking on with them. I carried on and I stripped all that lovely copper, but still got to work my way towards getting those out, which means stripping this. And I think today is going to turn out to be at least half a day. It's going to turn out to be stripping wire day. So get it out. So the wire stripper up, deal with it. Well, as I said, I've got to deal with that. Right, these are the out of consumer units. I tend to just stick them on there and flatten them. Release the copper. Got a new rubbish bag. I can flatten it. Now, I did have a complaint. Criticism, that's the word. That people couldn't hear this. Well, it seems like I've been holding it with my hand against the microphone. So now I'm holding it more like this. It's a thing. So, yeah, easy enough. Right, as I said, I'd weighed in all my singles, all my household cable, or VLR or VAR as Solus calls it. So I've started off another bag of singles, and it seems like I'll have to start off another bag of household. I mean, that is actually 2 cables in there, so it won't win as singles. Ethernet cable, household, and it's worked my way through it. Some of the stuff like that, you can just split like that. That's big enough to go through the stripper, so I'll go through that, get myself organised. I'm going to run it through the wire stripper. I need to sort it all out so that you're starting thickest size, working down to the, smallest size. It won't go through the wire stripper like that, so I tend to straighten it. Like I say, some pieces are just a little too small to go through. I could get my knife, strip it, or I just hit it with the sharp end of my hammer. Either way works. We'll just throw it there because it looks like we're getting a bucket out. That's a little floppy, isn't it? That was easy to pull off. It don't feel very heavy, but it looks like copper. Goes over in the copper pile. Right. Again, can't put that through the stripper. Oh, Ian, your hand and eye coordination's a bit shocking. Oh God, we're getting even tinier. Shake them out. Shake them out. Right. Carry on segregating. Singles, household, thick stuff, next to thick stuff, solar cable, and I think the machine set up for solar cable last. Ethernet cable, you got to cut the ends off, or it will go in as pluggy cable. Although our SJA metals, SJA metals up north, Hull way, I think Yorkshire. He's advertising on Facebook. Why cut your plugs off? Spend hours deplugging. I'll buy them, he says, with your plugs on. Although I don't know whether he'll be giving you the same price. May do, it may not, unfortunately for me. is a long way from where I am. So I'll deplug, because at the end of the day there's gold in them plugs. And one guy kindly commented on my video when I was sorting all those out and saying there's a guy in the Wirral, probably about 14 miles from myself, maybe 18 mile, who'll buy plugs, gold bearing plugs. So possibly got an outlet for them. More of the more. All pieces. Don't get your finger trapped in there, Ian. Still all intact, see, not even one cut. But first, I think a little bit of sustenance. Make myself a butty, some ham and cheese. Oh, I found this onion. So, good job it's a sharp knife. Even though I might get copper poisoning off it. There you go. You scruffy mutt, Matthew. You scruffy mutt. If it don't kill you, only makes you stronger. Well, that's that bag stripped. So, yeah. Empty. One gone. Do that and that today. Why not? They're out the way then. I might as well throw that in. Do that as well. But I'd be a fool. I'm not where I've got the wire stripper set up. Not to do that cable that came with the switchboards. Well, that was me butty, I've had it. So, what have we got? Oh, we got some rather nice nickel plated copper. A couple of iron screws I need to be taking out. Slots. Nice size. Now, what have we got here? Some sort of switchboard fuse unit, feeding in, feeding out to these. I stripped a load of these grey ones the other day, didn't I? Possibly worth stripping. I do tend to say, if it will hold a bend, it's worth stripping. And that, unless it's solid coat, he's not. I'll just go in my singles bag. I'll not bore you, but I'll take it all to bits. Ooh, they're nice. Big chunky brass as well. Hey, hey, hey. Just cut these glands off. I'll use my hammer. Then I can take that back nut off. Pretty good, these. You can get them in metric and imperial. Yeah, very good. I think it might be easier. Yeah, iron. Yeah, the good ones, these. And Sweden, 1892. Now, I know they're pretty old because they've got the Ministry of Defence arrow on. The King's Arrow, I can't think it's called. Anyway, all the tools supplied to the Ministry of Defence are stamped with that arrow. Yeah, 8-inch. I knew these were imperial. Of course, who know? Will know. Right. Sorry, I couldn't resist it. Cut the sleeve off and we got a nice bit of brass. You just gotta take that armoured out. Hey. Little rivets holding this cable housing. I just want to get rid of that. And it's easier to just pull all that lot out of there. It's rat's nest. Try to do it in situ. Yes, a couple of kilos of nickel coated copper, a bit more nickel coated copper. Maybe that end's better. Yeah, you can see the copper glint there. Right, quite a bit of brass, some circuit breakers, a lot more circuit breakers. Thin wire, singles wire. I'm going to be singles bag. Stuff I think I can strip. Why, I've got the stripper out. There's a load of brass, ferrules and joints, and then these, which I believe have got a silver button on them. Not quite sure how to get them out. Might turn them over and punch them out. Then we have switches, then again some nice silver buttons. Again, they might just grind the back off and punch them through. Look at them, they was chunky, weren't they? Split one open. Right. Oh, that cable, which I'll do next. One of my habits, one of my things I do is, when I'm stripping something that's got loads of bits and pieces that's magnetic, and I've got a long cylindrical magnet which came out of a photocopier. So I stick that on the end. That tends to stop everything going that way. I just did that then. And then dotted around, I'll throw a few microwave magnets on. So as things get knocked around, they get stuck to the magnets, and it's easier for me to collate and throw in the iron bin, which I'm going to do. And then I'm going to go and get a bucket. I didn't really want to start another bright copper bucket because I've just about got rid of one. Well, needs must. I'll put another bucket in place, start filling that, and it's that and that after all. No rush. Have all night. Quick look. Oh, almost looks more like it's going to be a plug soup. Right, tidy up. Okay, well, I'm getting somewhere. It's about 3 o'clock now. A couple of breaks. But I'm not in jail, am I? You know, it's I can have breaks, cup of tea and stuff like that, and a cake. Oh, like a cake. Right. Time of the bench. Look at one of these tubs. Yeah, it's all done. Every bit of wire that was in that bag and it was over there. And then I spun round like that before I take this apart, and I spotted this cable. Well, some more cable. I think, well, it's never ended. I'm going to get that done first. Well, I've just run that through the machine. Again, you just dial it in and it peels off. Not too deep because it's his Chinese finger trap thing. There it's gone too deep because I've cut into the cable, but you just relax it and then you can I can pull it off like that, and without gloves on gently squeeze it, because you get lots of spikes in your hand. I'll run that through again. It's not worth stripping. Right, take the outer cable off and it'll go in as singles. I did go a bit deep. Might be able to rip it off, yeah. Holes a bend, but not worth stripping. And it's a bit more out the shed. There is just been shouted in for me tea. Means it must be around about 5 o'clock. 5:05. So we're going to have our tea, and because I'm going to do that, I'm going to do one of them tonight because I'm task driven. Well, that's the only thing I can do. Pick a target and do it. See you in a bit. Empty bin. What do you think it weighs? I really don't know. Go on, stick your guesses. My own personal guess. We'll make it easy. You can have between 5 and 6 kilogram. I've got no idea. You know, how do you judge something like that? Well, that's me personal guess. Yeah, the scales. I know this weighs 1.5 kilogram. Let's find out. I think you can see that it actually weighs 1.4. So let's get all that lot in. See what it weighs. Ah, come on! You didn't think I was going to pick it all up and put it in. And torchy bits. Because of the way the light's shining on that, I can't actually read it. I'm going to read it when I point the camera at it, so you're both going to see it together. Between 5 and 6, I said. That's 1.5. That's 1.4. So between 5 and 6 is 5.5. So that came out about 6.9. And bob on. And 8.9. Knocking 1.4 off, 7.5 kilos. So I was a little way out. 7.5 kilos. Oh well. 8.9. Right, what's going on? Well, after 3 resets and about 4 times on and off, it's consistently 8.85. Had my little bag that I'd already started earlier. I didn't think I'd have any copper to strip. $9.55 and knock off that knock off 1.5. Go on Ian. 8.15. 8 kilogram. Roughly, well, I'll only weigh it in going on for £7 a kilogram. So 56 pounds. Well, I've got where I wanted to be tonight, which was the top of that clear. All right, I've got my socket set. That's nothing to move, is it? Move them, and then I can take that one apart and the one underneath apart, and that'll give me quite a bit of space. Okay, that's the plan. Here we go. I'll try and give you the best angle I can. I took this bag out of it first, and it seems to be ripped, and what's falling out appears to be already sorted. So we'll put that to one side. Right, if I don't break my neck or knock you off. Oh, this is not light. Because I forgot what's in here. Winner. I forgot I forgot I had this up. So it's basically heavy copper and brass with some inductor or a toroid transformer. Another plug. I took the plugs out. There's only 6. And they had to take my shoes off then. So it's probably not worth 7. Get a couple more on it. It's worth putting kettle on. Right, well, I've got to say, I'm quite pleased with that, because that's easy stripping. Get that for a brass bath tap knob. That is weighty. I'm going to keep that. It'll sound like everyday solids. Brass, I'll keep it.
Well, they're easy to do. I did them a couple of days, day one I think, didn't I? A bit messy on the angle around, a bit quick to do. Outside tap. No point looking at it. Scrap It All. He did, well, he might be scrapping Scotland as well, but Scrap It All I think did about a couple of videos on how to strip these. I've done them several ways myself, prise them apart, cut the top off with me chisel, and he used a portable bandsaw in the end, which was really fast. Fun enough, I do have one of them here, but I lost the tyre off it. But I since found the tyre, and then it got buried, so I've not been able to use it, but soon I'll be digging that out. So that's it, Ian in his shed, done for tonight. But not for tonight. I have other things to do, like edit this video. See you on another retirement day. Good night for now. I mean, getting rid of 4 bags of rubbish has got to have created some space on its own.